What's up, folks? Thanks for joining the Eagle's Nest. My name's Kenny, and in this video we're going to talk about this AR15 chambered in 6 arc. Now, off camera I've been playing around for a couple weeks doing some load development with the 105 grain Berger hybrids. Now, I was going to do a lot of videos showing the progress, but I figured to save you guys some time and not show you guys all the headache that I went through, I'm basically going to share you guys the results that I'm getting out of this rifle, and I can honestly say that this thing is a consistent shooter and is doing some really good groups. So you're going to want to stick around for this one. We'll go over the load details today about what I'm doing, how this cartridge is loaded up, basically what I did to the barrel, what is different on this barrel, and then we're going to take this thing out to 1,000 yards and see how well this thing does. Stick around, stay tuned, you'll like this one. So those that just joined my channel, basically to give you a little rundown of this rifle, it is a custom barreled 6 arc rifle. Now, I completely made this barrel. I'll put a link in the top right. It's made out of a Bartlein barrel, and it's a 1 7.5 twist heavy bull barrel contour. So basically this is about a 980 on the muzzle end here. This does have a Harrell's Precision blended brake, so that's why that thing looks pretty sweet. It does have a rifle length gas system, not a rifle plus 2, a rifle length gas system using a Superlatives Arms adjustable gas block. Now, this thing is a complete Aero Precision build. It has a Aero lower, M4E1 upper. It does have a JP bolt and JP bolt carrier group in this thing, and also a Timney trigger that's set to about 1 pound. Now, as far as optics, I am using the Element Titan 5-25 by 56 first focal plane. I will be doing a review on this scope because this thing is pretty freaking phenomenal. Anyways, let's shoot for some groups down at 100 yards, and we'll talk about this rifle. So let's talk about accuracy and what an accurate rifle is. Pause the video. I want to hear you guys' comments. Comment below. Comment what you think an accurate rifle is to you. Now, I'll go first. An accurate rifle to me is something that you could take out of the bag and with your hand loads or factory ammunition, put out a group and say, hey, me and this rifle will put out this 1/2 inch group or 1 inch group, whatever it is. And this 1/2 inch group or 1 inch group is consistent out to my effective range. Now, to me, in an AR15, a 1/2 inch group is a pretty phenomenal group. Realistically, I'm looking for around a 0.6, 0.65 MOA group. And I want to hold that group out to my effective range, which will be 1,000 yards. So this rifle is set up for DMR purposes, which will be 1,000 yards. And like I said, this thing is now consistent in what I consider an accurate rifle with these hand loads. So what I have loaded up is some Berger 105 hybrids, and I have these seated at 2.280, which is about 10 thousandths from my mag length and also 35 thousandths from jam. Now, this barrel is a custom freeboard barrel, meaning it is short and freeboard compared to SAMI spec. The SAMI spec calls for around 90 thousandths of freebore. This thing is shortened around 45 thousandths. So I have roughly 40 thousandths of freebore on this barrel. That allows me to seat these bullets around 25 thousandths of bullet jump. So out of my experience in building over 300 rifles, and majority of them in 6 arc, this caliber is actually jump sensitive. So it likes to be around 25 thousandths of bullet jump. And there's 2 accuracy nodes with the powders that I played with: Lever Evolution and CFE 223. 30 grains is going to put you at the accuracy node, and there's also a barrel length node as well. So this is why I made this barrel pretty long. This is a 26.5 inch barrel, and from my experience building these rifles, 26.5 inch puts that harmonic node right at the muzzle tip, around 30 grains of Lever Evolution. So there's 2 accuracy nodes that I found. If you go anything over a 108 grain projectile, you're going to be around 28.5 grains with CFE 223. And that is actually going to be listed over max, listed on the Hodgdon published AR15 load data. So be aware, the load that I'm giving you today is over max pressure compared to what Hodgdon is putting out. So these are loaded up with 30 grains, which will be the other accuracy node, which I found in the bolt action guns, as well as this AR15 today. That 30 grains of Lever Evolution powder is the accuracy node to be. So without further ado, let's go shoot some groups. And we're at 100 yards, cold bore. Like I mentioned, an accurate rifle is something you could take out of the bag like this. I shot this thing this morning just to verify the scope is tracking right and all that stuff. But we're gonna load up 5 rounds, get the target cam going, and see how she prints. Shoot for a group. We'll go for the middle target here. Center black dot. Target cam's up and running. See what she does. Okay, it looks like it's left. That was me. I pulled that one a little bit. All right, so 5 shots right there. The rear rifle rest kind of pulled off to the left. I want to try this mag out. This is an Alexander Arms 6.5 Grendel mag. It's a 20 round mag, and these ones are I had to seat them a little lower. They're at 2.75. So I want to see how these things feed. This will be the first time using these mags. All right, you see how it's opening up now? Said this cartridge is jump sensitive. Oh boy, it's looking good. Ah, the last one was me. All right, go check out those groups. Okay, so check out these groups. This was at 2.280, and I did pull 1 shot. That was me right here for sure. So counting this 4-shot group, that's right about 1/2 inch or just over 1/2 inch. So if we go over here, this is actually a 2.270. This allows me to feed out of that Alexander Arms mag. Now, I did pull 1 shot, so I did call this one, and we did have 1 flyer. So this one is showing a little bit of vertical stringing, but that is actually not a bad group. In fact, this group is pretty consistent, and I will take this all day long, shooting at 1,000 yards. So that's just under sub MOA. We're looking at maybe about a 0.7 on this group. So this rifle does shoot about a 0.65 now. So the velocity is at 2,900 feet a second. That is smoking fast for this bullet, this Berger Hybrid 105. So we'll see what this thing does at 1,000 yards now. Let's go set up a target up there. Up on the hill, I have a 12-inch plate at 1,000 yards. It's actually 1,005 yards here. Straight-lock is calling for 8.1 mils of elevation. So let's dial up 8.1. And we'll hold about, let's hold about, I say 8/10 left for the wind. All right, good elevation. Looks like it was another mil right. So let's hold 2 mils, 2.5. Ooh, just left side. Hold left edge there at 2 mils. That was impact. One more time. Impact. All right. So we got a bolt hold back as well. No call. Ooh, just left edge. Just left edge. I'm right there. Impact. All right. Follow that up again. All right. Getting hard to see the target now. Oh, That's why I shot it off. All right. Good thing I got a target cam, right? All right, so I think we're done. Okay, so this AR is performing very well. It could definitely hold about MOA, even with the wind conditions we have right now. It's about, say, 6 or 7 miles an hour, direct crosswind from 9 o'clock. Man, I had more ammo to load up too and shoot, but we shot the target off. So the 105 Berger hybrid, apparently knocking off a 12-inch steel, still got some knockdown power at 1,000 yards. 2,900 feet a second. You can see the accuracy. I can follow up shots. It's all about wind calls at this range. Holding 2 mils left and 8.1 mils of elevation. So definitely a very capable cartridge out of this AR, and I'm pretty excited, pretty happy to see the performance finally out of the 6 ARC. But you can see the performance, you know, with the hand loads. There we go, you know, an average of 0.6, 6.5. You know, it's, if I do my part and don't slip off the bag like I've been doing, I could do about a 1/2-inch group. But I'd say consistently, as an accurate rifle, for this rifle, it's a consistent 0.6 shooter. So out of a 6 ARC, out of an AR-15, I'd say that's pretty good. Obviously, you could tell that a 0.6-inch group is well good enough for hitting a 12-inch plate at 1,000 yards. Well, folks, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. As always, you guys stay safe out there. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more footage, some load development, if you guys want to see the nitty-gritty part of me load developing, go ahead, you know, let me know. You know, like I said, we're always trying to load for consistency. You know, there's a lot of videos out there that will show load development, and honestly, I think the biggest factor that is not being hit on is consistency. So consistency consists of going back out there and re-verifying the load, that this load will hold the same group at different temperatures, different conditions, just a different time of day, all of that, and see how consistent that ammo is. That's going to determine that your load is consistent. So for this load, as you could tell, I picked I guess a bullet jump that is, it doesn't really affect the node as much. Obviously, you can tell with the different mag that I'm using, the Alexander Arms mag, being 10 thousandths more jump, didn't really open up the group. So that's kind of where you want to be when you're actually doing some load development. You want to find a good load that is going to be consistent, and you can go up and down almost half a grain and still hold that group. So that's going to, you know, really give you your stability on different temperatures and all that. So bullet jump and also your powder charge. So again, the 6 ARC, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally get this thing going. I think, like I mentioned in the previous videos, the freeboard was an issue. Now, I know there are a few guys out there. I've actually had 4 more people email me results, and what I'm seeing consistent as far as a 6 ARC out of an AR-15 being accurate is an 18-inch barrel. 3 guys out of that were proof barrels. So proof research, 18-inch barrel seems to be working very well in AR-15. However, here's the caveat. The velocities that they're reaching is like 25 or just under 2,600 feet a second, or maybe just a little bit over 2,600 feet a second, being 29.7 grains of lever evolution. If you guys do the ballistics on it, that is not any more of an advantage than a 6.5 Grendel. So a 6.5 Grendel, a 123 grain or 125 grain, could push 2,600 feet a second out of a shorter barrel. So is there any advantage going with a 6 ARC? At that velocity, no. So like I mentioned, we are trying to get the accuracy that Hornady is claiming to have with the velocity. And Hornady is saying 2,800 feet a second or 2,750 with their ELD match ammo out of the AR-15. And ideally, I say 2,750 is where it needs to be with a 105 grain you know, bullet, at minimum a 105 grain, to be ballistically more of an advantage than a 6.5 Grendel or the 224 Valkyrie out of the AR-15. So 2,900 feet a second, we hit that mark. We got the accuracy, and like I mentioned, I will be doing some more testing with some different bullets. So guys, stick around, stay tuned. There's always more videos. As always, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you guys can see that little dot right there. That's my target cam LED. So here at 1,004 yards, you can really clearly see that LED. So pretty happy to see that. And if you guys are interested in getting a target cam, check out dpgunworks.com. I've been catching up on some orders, so the lead times will be shortening pretty soon. So you can see the video today, what it's capable of doing. This thing is capable of going out to just under 2 miles and does a pretty clear picture. So check it out, dpgunworks.com.